Hi, welcome to another video with me. From the title, you can see I'm reviewing Nigeria's group stages matches of the FIFA World Cup, and like it fills me with so much joy and pride to do this video. Yeah. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. I know this is a long overdue video for personal reasons. I have not been able to film videos, but we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first match was Nigeria versus Canada, and this match I was a bit scared going into this match because from my own point of view, please, like all of this is from my point of view. I had not really watched Super Falcons like sat down and said let me really watch them, analyze them, cover them and all that stuff. So watching or like going into this match, I was like, like can they win? Because like you people know that Canada are the Olympic winners or holders, so I was just like, can we beat them? And there was all these stats going around that like Olympic winners have never not qualified out of their group until now. So you can show you the level of how hard our group was and like my fear. Okay, so we came into this match. I would say that Canada was definitely technically better than Nigeria, passing wise. Like if you even see the stats, I don't know if I can maybe insert the stats on this side of the screen, but yeah, like their stats were better. Like they were technically better than us. But like just Marina said, it's not by stats, it's by goals. And naturally, football is even a game of goals. Who has the most goals at the end of the game wins and all of that. So see the strategy, at least for me, like the first 10-15 minutes, like I could see their strategy or like their setup and all of that. And for Nigeria, maybe because of their setup, it kind of disorganized ours, but like I could also say that it's because we were kind of scared of Canada. Like we didn't know what to expect, so we didn't want to just rush into it. So we're like taking it easy and like watching what happens. And the first 10-15 minutes was really nerve-wracking because like we were sitting so deep in our half. They were trying to score us, but couldn't. Shout out to our defense. So after that, like Nigeria got into the game, and which is a regular occurrence in most of Nigeria's matches in this competition, or the past, or the main, or the other two group stage matches. We really take time to warm into any match. Like the first 10-15 minutes, Nigeria is always slow, like passing wise, like technique wise, everything. Like we're always just slow. So like in that kind of match, we were slow, but after like the first 20 minutes or 15 minutes, we got into the game, we got in the region, we started having our own chances or like having the ball up the field like in their own half and touches and all of that. And I can say that is because of like Oshola was the only one playing up front because like Ajibade couldn't play because of her, I think, yellow card, red card from um Kilompe. What's that? The women's AFCON. So like that's why she didn't play in the first match because she was suspended, or like she was still like serving her suspension. But she was able to play in the next match, which I'll still talk about. So yeah, like Oshola tried being the only one up front, and like there was not much service, to be honest. Even though like later in the games we tried to give her some service, but you could not. It was not really going the way we wanted. But our defense are the MVPs of that match because they are really the ones that kept us in the game and made us finish the game 0-0. So yeah. Match day 2, Australia versus Nigeria. I mean Nigeria versus Australia, whichever one. I was also scared going to this match. Like I know that watching them against Canada, I was a bit confident, and all of that. And like Canada underestimated us, and they were really shocked. Even in their press conference, they're still trying to form like, Nigeria just won based on like luck or something. I was just like rude. I was like, look, I'm happy they're out. Yeah, so going into this match, like Australia too underestimated us. I feel like all the teams in this group underestimated us, even Ireland, but not really, but kind of, you can see in their cockiness with like the way they are playing, and like everything really, to be honest. Like you could see that Australia underestimated. They thought that it would just be an easy match. They thought it would just be an easy win and all of that, but it shocked them. Woo! Okay, I'll talk about the goals because I feel like the goals are the best part of this match. Everything else was just, here and there. Um, Goal number one, I didn't even expect it because like the goal came off like Australia just scoring us and like maybe nerves everywhere, whatever. Like maybe Australia was a bit more relaxed. They're like, this, we're almost going into halftime at that time. So like we just had like the restart, and then we had chance. Me, I didn't even see anything from me. I was still like on my phone tweeting that we can do it, let's go, like don't worry, second half is still there, like just 1-0, come on, let's go. And a goal, like even that Ajibale's cross, like I didn't think anybody will reach it or anybody who even tap it in, because I feel like that was a tap in to me. It's not, but it is in a way, because like if the touch was a little too much or even too little, it wouldn't have entered. But the touch from Jenna Kanu, I think that's her surname or her name, I don't know. But the touch from Kanu just was right to give us the goal, because if the other babe, because it was like the two of them wanting to get the touch, if the other babe had touched it or like gone too much for it, like the chance would have gone. So like it was just good. It was a lovely goal. I was happy. I was celebrating. I was on the high. I was like, at least we can score, because we didn't score against Canada. So I was a bit worried. I was like, can we score? Can we score? So when we scored, I was like, so we can score. I was like, okay, if we can score, even if Australia replies us, we can reply them back. And I was just praying that the coach would bring on Australia, like going into the second half, like a few minutes into the second half, I was just like, when will this coach bring, Charlotte? Like, this is the best time, because then it was a little over 60th minute. And me, I started complaining at 60th minute while I was watching the match, that like this is the right time to bring her in, like, because I was worried that maybe the coach would have wanted to bring her in like 70, 75th minute because of the injury she was under, or like how not fit she was, so that she would not have to play that much game time, but also create that impact which we know she brings to the game. So I was just thinking that let it not be 70th, 75th minute, to let the game not be over by the time he brings her, then he brought her in, and like just as he brought her in, like major impact. You could see like the aura, the air in the stadium. Not in the stadium, like on the pitch had changed. Like Australia were like, oh my god, they have brought her in. Like they also wanted to make changes to affect like Australia coming in and everything. And then some of the players were a bit more scared, like defenders. Australia were a bit more scared when she came in. And like I said, instant impact. We got a corner. I don't know who took the corner, but I know that Alozi, if I'm pronouncing her name right, Sha like headed it back in, and then Ajibade like kind of like headed it across the keeper. Like she wanted to head it in or something, but the keeper like bounced it and he grazed across like her net, and then thankfully someone was there to like head it in. And like me, I even thought, I didn't even know who, like, because there was so much chaos in like the live clip, like I didn't even know who headed it in. I thought maybe it was like an on goal from an Australian, because like I only could see the babe that was like the one that hit Osinachi on like the chest. That's the only person me I saw. But like when they now like played the replays, I saw that like, oh, that's what happened. Because when she fell into the like net, me, I was wondering that like what happened to her? Like Jonathan, I didn't know that like it was the babe that kicked her while she was heading. And it was a worthy injury in my opinion. Like if you score a goal, you help your team and get an injury, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, because that goal stand, he stood and like we continued, I was like, yes, let's go. I was so excited. I was pumped watching this match. Wow, one of the best matches to me on the group stages, even though there have been fantastic matches, especially match day 3. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Super Falcons. So after that, it was going well, like we're leading 2-1, like the atmosphere was changing, like the Australian supporters or fans were silent, like our own were making, even though we're like really small, we're making noise, and I was like, we can do it. I started to believe when we scored that second goal that we can actually beat Australia, because I wanted us to maybe get a draw from the match. Like it was ideal to get a win, but I felt like if we drew, we can take the last match to Republic of Ireland, because I was like, at least Canada and Australia will play themselves, so they'll kill themselves. The thing is, one person will come out on top. So I was just like, we can win, we can draw the two, and then win against Ireland and qualify 5 points. So that was my own mathematics, not knowing that God had a better plan. So not too long after that goal, then Payne, who is my Tony Payne, who is my, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but who is my MVP. Like, she's the one I like the most in this whole competition. Like, if that babe is injured, no say Nigeria is out, because like midfield masterclass, like that babe holds down the midfield like no other to me. Like, she's the one that noticed. Obviously, we know that Ajibade and like Oshoala like play well, and some other names, like we know that they are good players, but I don't watch Super Falcons, so like I was not familiar with a lot of them, but like some I used to hear their names, so like, but based off of me watching the match or watching their matches, she's the one that has stood out for me, and she's my queen. Yeah, yeah. So she crossed it, or like fired the shots. I think she crossed it. She crossed it, and like it caused like a miscommunication between the Australian defense, and like their keeper. Before they knew it, like Ajibade was there to capitalize, as in that babe, like experience, stamina, like experience. She used to score that goal like second to none, because to hold down herself, not to fall, and like the route she took, like the corner, and like the shots, at the timing of the shots, the angle for it to enter. Experience. See, that's why she's the best women's football player. Best African football player, sorry. But she can be the best women player. What are we talking about? But like, that's why she's the best African women's player, because that goal takes experience. I'm sorry, like even some men can't score that. Don't quote me on that. But like even some men can't score that. I'm sorry, because you whining me? Nobody can stop that. So like all of that was just took them by surprise. I feel like that third goal took them by first goal and third goal took Australia by surprise. And just like after that like they really woke up and really wanted to come back. And then the changes we made, the coach, everybody from Nigeria, kudos to them, because like everybody played again, both the players, the coach, he got the tactics right, the timing right, the subs, everything he got right for us to win. Match day 3 is a short, what do you call it? It's a short review for me, because like the match was a bit boring. No, I would say boring, but like I was so nervous. If you notice, I'm a very I'm a scaredy cat. Like matches sometimes get me on the edge, because I'm just like, if we lose, I cannot sleep. Oh, I'll not be able to sleep. I'll just be in a terrible mood at night. And like they play so early in the day that like I know that if they lose or something bad happen, that's the end of my day. I don't know about anybody, but that's the end of my day. So like I was like, okay. I was like, I was not even concentrating on Nigerian match. I was praying that whoever will kill themselves in Canada, Australia, that it will favor us no matter what it is. Do you understand? Like I didn't want Canada to win. I can't even lie. I didn't want Canada to win. But like based off of like the, I don't know, the permutations, if I would say, or the analysis that like if Canada wins, Australia loses, and we lose, we are out. If Canada wins and we draw. We are us. I don't know if this goes different or something like that. I can't remember, sure. Like there were just many things. So the only thing for Nigeria was not to lose. Whatever happens in Canada, Australia, we were not to lose. We were to draw. And me, I wanted us to win. Like watching into the match against Ireland, like I was like, we can beat these people. We can qualify as group winners because we're going to go against the group of England and Denmark. And I wanted us to qualify as group leaders so that we will play Denmark and not England. But we ended up like qualifying as runners up. So we are playing England and all that. So I was just like, God, I beg God, please let us finish, let us win this match. But then Australia was just doing the Lord's work in their match, beating Canada 4 6 1 no 1 2 3 4. There was no coming back. There was no coming back. Even though there are some Chelsea players in Canada, but I was like, sorry, I don't know you people today. I'm for Nigeria. I'm Nigeria first, Chelsea first, second. So yeah, like that match also was like the same thing that happened in most of the matches. Like Ireland was technically better than us, like passing, everything wise, like ball recovery time, all of that. But like I feel like we're good with our heads. Super Falcons are good with their heads. Like they usually win that area duels better than like most teams they play against. So, I feel like that's why we cross a lot and all of that. But yeah, we took time to, I won't say we took time actually. This time around, I feel like the Ireland game was a bit balanced. Like we're playing like bass balls in the Ireland match. Maybe because like it was a bit more freer for us, especially knowing the scoreline in the Canada Australia match, knowing that like Canada was in like 2 or 3 goals. So we knew that even if we lost the match against Ireland, we would have still qualified because our goals difference was better than Canada's own at that point. At least I think we had 1 goal difference like going into the Ireland match and us not even conceding also. So yeah. Let's try and wrap it up because like my memory card is full and all that. Let me try and see if I can finish what I'm saying. So that's all the matches or the review of all the matches or the group stages matches of Super Falcons. We're about to go into the round of 16 match on Monday. What's the time? What time is it? Should I have checked? Should I have checked? Okay. 8:30. I don't know if you can see. Wait, let me see if I can reduce. Wait. What? 8:30 a.m. on Monday, the 7th of August. Nigeria gets to be playing England. So let's root for them, support them, please. They are loving all the support right now. Me too, I'm loving all the support right now. So yeah, I don't know why I say me, like I'm anything, but like it's nice to see us support our girls. It's nice because I see what other countries are doing for their women. We have to do the same for ours. So yeah, I've got to the end of the video. Please don't forget to like or interact with this video depending on where I post, whether Instagram or YouTube. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, send it to other people. Tell me what you agree with the video and what you don't agree with, and like just your comments about like Super Falcons, everything about the World Cup, anything, just leave it down below. I appreciate it. Please, I need the interaction. Please. Yeah, that's it guys. Bye. See you in my next video.